Finally, we are going to talk about Australia carer visa. Yes, Australia has a carer visa. Actually, there are two carer visas, two pathways to come in as a carer. However, what is the eligibility of these two carer visas? Okay, healthcare workers coming to Australia can come with certain visas. They need to know their pathway and their eligibility. Recently, like this weekend, I've received numerous inquiries in my inbox and DMs and so on. My community members wanting to know more, asking me about this carer visa. So apparently there is a YouTuber that made a video that Australia has a carer visa and people can apply as a healthcare workers, certified healthcare workers like that of UK. Okay, so the inquiry is too much. I decided to make this video today. You know how we do it. So in this channel, we always show you how it is done. We show you with receipt so that you will know that it is authentic. Okay, so if this sounds like what you want to hear, please stay back and let's dig in. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, Kenny's Creation, where we keep it real, authentic. Thank you my subscribers, you guys rock. And if you are new in this channel, please do subscribe to my channel and become a member of this wonderful community where we keep it real, authentic. Go and verify. All right, it's all about carers visa. I will say it again. Yes, Australia has a visa called carer visa. There are actually two visas, okay? One will allow you to come in and stay for 5 years, while the other one is like a conversion that will allow you to stay permanently, okay? They are called carer visas. Now, the question is this. As a healthcare worker, can you come to Australia with this carer visa? Or rather with these carer visas? Okay, the video you watch on YouTube where someone is telling you that there is carer visa in Australia and healthcare assistants should be coming and they should apply. All you need to do is just apply and come in. All right, we're going to explore that option in this video. However, I'll be showing you, I will take you to Australia immigration website and I will take you one by one. I will show you on the screen where to get this information and what it means to have a carer visa in Australia, or rather who is qualified to apply for a carer visa in Australia. Okay, and also we talk about healthcare assistant workers, or rather aged care workers, or patient assistant, or support worker, and so on. Okay, how do they come to Australia? What is their pathway? Okay, all right, let me take you through. Welcome to Australia immigration website, Immigration and Citizenship Australia. Okay, so when you come to this page, I will drop a link in the description section of this video. Go to the menu, click on visa, getting visa, types of visa. Boom, we are here. Okay, the list of visas is in sections. Okay, so it's in sections. You have visitor visas, you have studying and training visa, you have family and partner visas, and working and skill visas, and so on. Okay, however, we are going to locate the two carer visas we are talking about. Boom, do you see that? Carer visa and another carer visa. There are two of them, visa 836 and visa 116. I'm sure you notice that this visa is under family and partner visa. Okay, yeah. Now, what is the carer visa 116 all about? We're going to find out who can come with this carer visa, the eligibilities, and so on. All right, carer visa subclass 116. this permanent visa lets you move to Australia to care for someone with a long-term medical condition, and this person must not have a reasonable access to care option in Australia. Okay, with this visa you can stay in Australia, move permanently, study and do anything, move in and out of Australia. However, who is qualified to apply for this visa? You must be outside of Australia when you apply. You must be sponsored by a family member, a relative, or their partner for the first 2 years, and you must be in Australia to provide care for a relative or a member of their family who lives with them who has no reasonable access to care in Australia. In a simpler explanation, it means that for you to come with carer visa, you must be coming to Australia to care for a family member that has a terminal illness and has no access to care in Australia, like he doesn't have anyone to care for him or her. Or maybe this person that has terminal illness that doesn't have a carer is living with a family member of yours, and now your family member have sponsored you to come over and look after this person, okay, on the ground that this person does not have access to anybody caring for him or her in Australia. Another thing I want you to notice that this visa does not appear under work visa. It appears under family and partner visa, which means it's like a family arrangement, okay? So you are not solely coming as a worker. All right, let's look at the second carer visa, okay, which is visa 836. With this visa, you're allowed to come to Australia to care for someone who has a terminal medical condition and who has no one to care for him or her in Australia, okay? So the difference between this visa and the previous one, 611, is that for you to have this one, it means that you already living in Australia, like you have an existing visa in Australia and you are converting it to this visa, okay? It might take up to 7 years to process, and you must be in Australia when you apply, and you must be caring for a family member or relative or someone that lives with your family member, okay? And this person does not have access to a carer in Australia. They are all the same thing. The difference is that the first one you apply from outside, the second one you apply while you are in Australia, and you must be sponsored by a family member, okay? So this is to say that the two carer visa in Australia is not a visa for healthcare assistant workers to come to Australia. So the video that is showing you that we have a carer visa in Australia is true, but it is not for healthcare assistant or carers. It's solely for family members. It's not a work visa, okay? So that is different. Can a healthcare assistant come with this visa? No. However, if you're a healthcare assistant worker and you have a family member you want to come over to Australia to care for, then you can come with this visa. But you cannot just get a job and come with this visa. If you are a healthcare assistant worker, you should be looking at visas under work and skilled visas, okay? And which visa are we talking about here? We're talking about visa 482. We've talked about this visa so many times here in this channel, okay? So the thing about this visa for healthcare assistant is that you must find a job to come over. Now the question is this: will you be able to find a job as a healthcare assistant while you are living outside of Australia? It is actually very hard. It is hard. It's not something you see all the time. And sometimes when you see relocation allowance in job ad for healthcare assistant, it's actually talking about relocation allowance from state to state or from city to regional area, okay? unless you have someone, probably you know someone that has a company in Australia and so on, that wants to employ you as a healthcare assistant. That could be easy. I've seen someone that had someone in Australia that worked for a private company, and this person was able to vouch for this person, and that person is a nurse, and they were able to give her visa 482 to come as a healthcare assistant worker. Her plan is to convert when she comes over to Australia. So this is like a private arrangement. So it is not easy. However, there will be 1 out of 100 sometimes for you to get this job and come over with visa 482. Okay, so you can't come with visa 190 or 491 and so on. It's mostly temporary skill shortage visa that a healthcare assistant can come in with. And the first requirement is that you must have a job. Okay, so as a healthcare assistant, coming to Australia with carer visa is not realistic, is not achievable, is not your first option. Only if you're coming to care for a family member or someone living with family members. Okay, your best option is visa 482, but you have to find that job. All right, at this stage, I know that it's clear to you when someone says Australia has a carer visa, what that means. Okay, all right, and if you want to come as a healthcare worker, now you know your pathway. All right, okay, that brings us to the end of this video. Please, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, just subscribe to my channel and become a member of this community where we keep it real. All right, see you in my next video. Ciao, bye.